income, assets, and credit, giving sellers and their agents greater confidence in you. We've already helped over 1 million clients just like you reach their home financing goals this year alone. So remember this, what can help you buy the home you really want? Rocket can. Go to rocketmortgage.com or call us today at 8338-ROCKET. That's rocketmortgage.com or call 8338-ROCKET.
A verified approval is based on an underwriter's analysis of your individual financial information, appraisal, and title report. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
A DUI arrest can have a devastating impact on one's life, your job, your driver's license, and in some cases, your very freedom. My name is Harley Wagner. I own and operate West Virginia's only exclusive DUI defense firm. Since 1999, I've been representing citizens throughout the Eastern Panhandle and state of West Virginia charged with DUI. Let my years of training and experience work for you.
The initial consultation is free at the Wagner Law Firm in Martinsburg. Phone 304-901-7400 or online at westvirginiaduilawyers.com.
Hi, this is John Bon Jovi, asking you to go to serve.gov to get involved in something you believe in. I'm a big believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. The reality is, we're all in this together. It's time for you to raise your hand and make a difference. United we stand, united we serve. Are you with me? We weren't born to follow. Go to serve.gov for more information about how to volunteer in your community.
This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
Listen, and you'll hear how an innovative solution can make a significant change for children living in poverty. For this is the story of a stove.
Not your everyday stove, but a simple, energy-saving stove made and used in Uganda.
When Child Fund worked with local youth to make and sell these stoves, well, things really heated up.
Because these stoves require less wood than an open fire, help maintain forests, and lessen drought.
And these stoves produce less smoke and reduce pollution, which makes for a healthier environment.
And these stoves are constructed and sold by local youth, generating jobs, income, and a brighter future.
And this is only one of many innovative solutions that Child Fund has used to help children in need worldwide.
To learn more, visit childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
Child Fund. Innovative solutions, one child at a time.
Hi, I'm Janelle Hale, founder and CEO of the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Early detection saved my life. It could save yours too. I was only 34 years old and the mother of 3 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was forced to make a decision about my health with few options. After my treatment, I made a commitment to provide help and inspire hope to those affected by breast cancer through early detection, education, and support services. I was fortunate to have resources and support through my journey, but so many facing breast cancer have to overcome the burdens of cost and fear alone. No one should face breast cancer alone. Today, NBCF has provided over 1 million early detection and patient navigation services so that women in need have access to these potentially life-saving resources. To learn what every woman needs to know about breast cancer, visit nbcf.org.
This is Matt Miller.
This is Matt Crawford.
And we want you to join us each weekday for Miller Time. We'll talk local sports once it gets going again. But even until then, Matt, we'll still check in with the coaches and athletic directors and see what's going on.
We'll also give you an idea what's going on with the West Virginia Mountaineers, the Shepherd University Rams, and there's always the national scene featuring our regional DC sports teams we follow.
So join us live weekdays from 12 to 1 and re-aired from 5 to 6 for Miller Time on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg, FM 106.5, AM 740, and talkradiowrnr.com.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com or call 304-263-3361.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. It's not available in all states.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, 121 Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, just off exit 5 Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, 6342 Winchester Avenue, Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, 105 Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center, 115 Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Arndt McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. And D&N Auto Specialist off Tavern Road, Martinsburg.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
And a very pleasant good evening across the Eastern Panhandle, wherever you may be tuning in. Welcome into the Gilbert B. Miller Center. We're on the campus of Hedgesville High School in Hedgesville High School, as it is the opening night of basketball across the Eastern Panhandle. For Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10 Sports, I am Matt Crawford. To my left, doing the color analysis tonight is Matt Miller. John Alderton, our TV 10 cameraman. Colin McLaughlin is back at the studio. Well, Matt, it has been a long time. November 14th, to be exact, was the last time we were on the air calling a high school sporting event. It was the second round of the high school football playoffs, first round of the high school football playoffs, where University was down in Inwood taking on Musselman. And it was at that time we went, okay, are we ever going to get back on the field for football? That was a no. The entire state went red. Winter Sports pushed back. They named a high school football state champion in AAA. Spring Sportsman moved back. Winter Sportsman moved back. We are finally back to action here tonight as Frankfort is in town taking on Hedgesville.
110 days, to be exact, since that last broadcast and the end of the high school football season. And now here we are with a chance to finally get winter sports underway. And some big questions that will need to be answered for these two teams here this evening, as both teams will be very young coming into this matchup.
We'll break it down a little bit more in our next segment, but you look at Hedgesville and talk about a team that you really felt for at the end of last basketball season. It was them getting a bid to the state tournament in that regional round, getting the win in the co-final, if you will. They and Martinsburg were going to represent the Eastern Panhandle down to the state tournament. Charleston, COVID said not going to happen. That was the beginning of the initial shutdown, and it was a group of seniors that your heart just broke for. They had done so much to try to get to that state tournament, and finally they were able to get there, and COVID just wasn't having it.
Yeah, and that was the thing, you felt so bad for the seniors on this Hedgesville team. They had had a 5-year drought in getting to that state tournament, and that senior class had really worked hard. They had played together for years, and it showed on the floor. They were an outstanding team and deserved that opportunity to be in Charleston, but it just didn't happen. And now this year, it's the complete opposite. There's not a single senior on this Hedgesville roster. In fact, 2 juniors, 9 sophomores, and 1 freshman will make up this year's varsity team. Matt, we had head coach Kelly Church on Miller Time, what was it, about a week and a half ago, as practices were just really getting started, and he said, I will have a JV team playing varsity basketball, and we're going to see how well they do in their opener here tonight.
And not quite what you want playing against Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference opponents. When you look at Martinsburg, looks like they're going to be pretty strong again. Musselman returning a lot of guys. So this is going to be a learning year coming off of what was a 20-5 season for the Eagles last year. For Frankfort, again, a young team as well. They're coming off a 20-4 season in which they lost in the sectional round, but were able to move on to that regional final. They never got that game in. They didn't know whether they had their ticket punched or not after a thrilling game that took more than regulation time against Kaiser in that sectional round. They were awaiting to play that regional game. It never happened.
That's it. They were scheduled to play on Thursday the 12th in that regional round against Fairmont Senior, who is a very, very good program. And that game never happened because it was Wednesday, March 11th, when everything got shut down at the girls' tournament. And then, of course, they shut down those regionals that still needed to be played on the boys' side, and nothing ever got going again during the spring.
All right, a 2-minute break to take back at the studio. When we come back, we'll break down this matchup a little bit more and get into what is going to make these teams go, although I think right now that's pretty much rolling dice based on what we just said. This is high school basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10. We're back with more of the pregame show next.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together. Beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
The Frankfort Falcons in the Eastern Panhandle taking on the Hedgesville Eagles. We are at the Gilbert B. Miller Center. It's time to break down this matchup a bit. And, Matt, if you listen to the first segment, there really isn't a whole lot to break down because we really don't know what we're getting in this matchup. A lot of young kids on both sides, although we did talk to Scott Cider, the Frankfort head coach, and from what he said, this is going to be a team that wants to get up and down the floor.
Yeah, and they've got some players that were on the team last year. Brock Robinette, Jake Clark, Brady Whitaker, three guys that saw some time but not a lot. He said they were a senior-dominated team, much like Hedgesville was, and those seniors saw most of that playing time. So a tiny bit of experience for Frankfort, but not a lot. Hedgesville's in that same boat. Elijah King and Damon Cook, who are both sophomores, saw some time on the varsity level last year as freshmen. But again, with that great senior class, they didn't get a ton of time either. So it will be brand new for both of these units, really from top to bottom, as far as experience, who's going to be the leader, who's going to be the leading scorer, what role are each of these guys going to end up taking on the team this year.
And I think in a team or in a season like this, the shortened practice period, the very little flex days you were able to get in, it'll be interesting to see how quickly somebody develops into that role, because usually you have some time in the offseason. You're in the weight room a lot, you're using those flex days a lot, and you're coming in basically with 14 practices. With snow days, because let's throw another kink in the armor based on what this past year has been. It was snow days that eliminated some of these practices, so I think it's going to be a week or two before you really see some of these players start to develop into those roles.
Well, we had assistant coach for Hedgesville, Chris Ruest, who came up before our broadcast, and he mentioned that very element of, hey, it's been like cramming for a final, if you will. They've had literally 14 days with a very young team to try to implement, hey, here's what we want to do. How much did they get stuck in that noggin to pass the test tonight? I guess we'll find out. But it's extremely difficult for these young teams to be able to pick everything up. So I think you've got to pick a couple of things that you say, hey, here's some strengths for this team and some plays, whether it's offense or defense, that is going to fit our personnel, and we've got to go out there and do those well tonight.
All right, another break to take. On the flip side, we will hear from 23rd-year Hedgesville head coach Kelly Church. That coming up next in the pregame show. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Cider Drive in Inwood.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Welcome back into the Gilbert B. Miller Center. We're at Hedgesville High School. We are just about 10 minutes away from tip-off. It's the Frankfort Falcons in Hedgesville taking on the Eagles. We got a chance to catch up earlier with 23rd-year head coach from Hedgesville, Kelly Church. Got our conversation started with him, just talking about how happy he is to get back on the court in a competitive atmosphere.
Well, I'm really excited. I'm excited for our team. I'm excited for Frankfort. I'm excited mostly for these kids and these parents. They've been waiting for this for a while. So I'm really, really excited for them. I know we're excited to play. I'm sure his kids are too. And it's just nice to get back to, we're wearing masks, man, but at least it's some sort of normalcy. It's a lot better than where we were.
With that being said, is it nice to have that first game at home. While it's not a normal crowd, you're at least getting in the rhythm of things in your home court.
Yeah, absolutely. To be honest, I don't know how the other coaches in the area are doing it, man. I'm following the coaches on TV. It's nice I got on some casual pants and gonna wear a little sweater top and try to enjoy myself and coach some basketball. So I certainly am happy to be having this first one at home. Tomorrow we go on the road. So, games are going to be packed one after the other. We're excited to play.
A young team this year. What do you expect out of game one?
Nerves and jitters, mistakes, a lot of all those things by everybody involved, probably, including myself. So I've told the kids, for us, it's about them overcoming those nerves and just playing and trying to have fun. I mean, basketball's basketball, and I've talked about it. I'm sure you guys have talked about it. And we're young, and you can't hide it. I mean, it is what it is. But with that being said, man, it's an opportunity for kids to play basketball, and you don't walk around out there with your grade on your jersey. So we're going to show up and play as hard as we can and hopefully have some fun.
A schedule that is going to be very vigorous this year, short amount of time, trying to get as many games in as possible. How big is it going to be to shake off a loss or not enjoy a win too much because you got to get right back out on the floor? Well, the big thing is, I'm really good friends with Coach Gosk, who's at the girls coach at Spring Mills, and he played here for me and coached with us for a while. And he was surprised. He said, "You schedule Friday, Saturday with a young team. Why'd you do that? No matter what, you don't have much time to feel sorry for yourself. So no matter what happens tonight, we're going to be here for a shoot around and walk through tomorrow morning and prepare for the next one. We didn't play 18. I think we have 15 or 16. We need to practice, but we also got to play some games and just see how we do and try to grow from there. So again, thrilled to have you guys here. Thrilled to have people in the stands. I'm even excited to see basketball officials. Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight. All right, thanks a lot. Hedgesville High School head coach Kelly Church. And Matt, you brought it up when we were off the air and didn't listen to that interview before, but you said something different about Coach Church tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He's usually the sharpest dressed man in the building, and I'm not saying that he doesn't look sharp, but he is, as you heard in that interview, going with the casual attire for this one as he makes his way into the gym along with assistant Chris Ruest. The team's on the floor right now, and I tell you, you know that he has missed the game. When you heard the last statement, what did he say? I'm even glad to see the officials.
All right, another break to take. On the flip side, we will take a look around the league real quick, and then we are getting ever closer to tip-off here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center. Another break to take, and we're back. This is West Virginia High School Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Beat Luxury Vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
So it's time to take a look at what's going on around the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Mr. Miller, not everybody getting started tonight, but pretty full gauntlet for this weekend.
Yeah, let's start on the boys' side, where the only other game going on tonight is Washington at Morgantown. That's an important game because the Mohegans are going to find out if they're the best in the Eastern Panhandle as they host Washington tonight, and then tomorrow make the trip to the Panhandle, and Morgantown will play Martinsburg tomorrow. About 3 o'clock, the scheduled tip time. We'll get on the air at about 2:30 from the field house. And then Morgantown is going to stay the night tomorrow night, and they will play Sunday at 1 at Musselman. We'll have that one as well with the pregame at 12:30. Also tomorrow in boys play, Jefferson at James Wood. Hedgesville goes to Berkeley Springs. They're playing back-to-back, and Millbrook is at Spring Mills. Girls action this weekend, Hedgesville at Sharando. Musselman at Greenbrier East going on tonight. Martinsburg opens at Millbrook tomorrow, and Jefferson is at James Wood.
So what's telling me is Morgantown is going to want to be in this region over here in 4A by the end of the season, because they're going to have a record good enough to be.
They're going to find out how good they are in the Eastern Panhandle.
4A, that is the classification this year. We will get into that more throughout the broadcast with something to watch out for. It is no longer just 3 classifications. In basketball only, there are 4 classifications now. So this is a 4A Hedgesville Eagle team and a 2A Frankfort team. Didn't make that jump up from AA to AAA like pretty much everybody else in their section and region did.
Right, and that's the thing, you know, for our local fans, you're not going to notice much of a difference when it comes to the playoffs and how everything lays out. It's just moving up a classification. Reading some articles about this Frankfort team, they and their coaching staff are excited. In AA a year ago and through the years, you had to be 2 of 11 teams coming out of that region, the top 2 to get on to the state tournament. And, of course, going through that region, you had to get through a very, very good Fairmont senior program. And so they're kind of excited to now have a little bit smaller, a more reasonable region with 6 teams, and feeling like they might be able to be one of the 2 that comes out of that and gets to the tournament.
That is our check of the area. One more 2-minute break to take here in the pregame. When we come back, it is time for the starting lineups, national anthem, and the opening tip from out at Hedgesville High School. Again, 2 minutes and we're back. This is West Virginia High School Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
They're my closest friends. We've been through a lot together. Seeing our kids off to college, Kelly losing her mom, my 50th birthday, I trust them with so much. So when it came to my finances, I trusted Kelly's referral to her Ameriprise advisor. Beth gives me the comprehensive advice that helps me feel confident my financial future is secure. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise Financial.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Welcome back into Hedgesville High School. It is time to get the
They're my closest friends.
Falcons. They are led by head coach Scott Slider, assistant coaches Greg Phillips, Tony Samaglia, and Matt Miller. No, not that Matt Miller. Matt's going to stay up here and do color commentary for the broadcast. The starting lineup for the Falcons looks like this. Number 2, Brock Robinetti is a 6'1" senior guard. Number 5, Brady Whitaker is a senior guard. He goes 5'8". Number 13, Jake Clark is a senior guard. 6'1" is his height. Jansen Moreland is number 20. He goes 6'2", is a senior forward. And Bryson Dobbenmeyer, number 23, is a 6'2" senior forward. For the Hedgesville Eagles, Kelly Church is in his 23rd year as head coach of Hedgesville. Assistant coach is Chris Ruest, Kevin Pittsnagel, and Kyle Van Meter. The starting 5 for the Eagles. Number 3, a 6-foot sophomore, Elijah King. Number 4, Damon Cook is a 6'3" sophomore. Adam Walls, number 11, is a 5'9" junior. Tay Wilmer is a 5'10" freshman. And number 23, Isaiah Levet, is a 6'4" sophomore. The lights go out here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center. Something that they started around the Eastern Panhandle. Musselman has tended to do this in the past couple years as well, as it'll be the spotlight presentation similar to what you see in Morgantown at the WVU Coliseum, Matt.
Yeah, they roll the carpet out just below our broadcast position, actually. They carpet in that blue with the white lettering, and the gold trim has the H with the Hedgesville Eagle mascot dribbling a basketball at the top and bottom, and in the middle spells out the Ville. The reserves go on out, and they're waiting on the floor, and then the starting lineups, as they're introduced, get to run out on the carpet and meet their teammates and get ready for action.
In front of a very limited fan base, but there are parents, step-parents, grandparents, and siblings all in attendance in the only student section, Matt, the JV players that were playing just before we got underway here. Well, as the players come out, we're going to take one final 2-minute break. That is going to cover the national anthem here. When we come back, it'll be the tip-off. It's Frankfort taking on Hedgesville, an opening night around the Eastern Panhandle for high school boys basketball. We're back in 2 minutes. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Beat Luxury Vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
We're just about ready for tip-off here at Hedgesville High School. The Frankfort Falcons in the Eastern Panhandle taking on the Hedgesville Eagles. The Eagles come in after a 20-5 season last year, cut short due to COVID, as did the Frankfort Falcons have a season cut short to COVID. They come in following a 20-4 campaign in 2019-2020. But again, a very young team. And Matt, this is the first difference with in-game action that we have seen. No jump ball. Frankfort will start with the basketball. The navy blue uniforms, the Carolina blue numbers and letters on the front with a little bit of white trim at his top and bottom. And for Hedgesville, the all-whites, what looks like the gray numbers and numerals. Is that a baby blue as well? I couldn't tell whether it was or not.
I hope Mike Hornby is watching. That reminds me of the Charger kind of powder blue.
Frankfort trying to go cross-court. That one thrown away into the Hedgesville bench. You could tell they were trying to go around the perimeter and just trying to do too much. Good defense to start it out for Hedgesville. The Ville across the front of those jerseys.
Yeah, very active defense, getting out on the perimeter, getting into the face of the guy with the basketball, putting pressure on and forcing the errant pass.
Walls has the basketball, looking for a teammate. He does find King, now working it around the perimeter. It is going to be a three from the right side. That one too short off the iron. Tay Wilmer missed that shot. Back the other way comes Whitaker, moving it to that right side. Whitaker with it again, moving it around the perimeter. Robinette had it momentarily, not going inside. That one almost thrown away, pinballing around. Frankfort able to run it down. 45 seconds through quarter number one here from the Gilbert B. Miller Center. A little bit of trap defense shown by Kelly Church and the Hedgesville Eagles so far, as Frankfort not able to do much offensively. Cross score, that's Clark with it, tightly guarded. Over in that corner, now working it down low. That's Dovenmeyer with it. Going in the middle, a floater in the lane. That shot up and good for Jansen Moreland. 2-0 is the lead for Frankfort.
Good ball movement that time for Frankfort, and a nice pass as Dovenmeyer found the open man underneath.
Hedgesville into the offensive zone. Working to the left, now coming back up top is King. He now finds Walls. Now the Eagles are working around the perimeter. Walls has it now over in that left wing. Free ball from the left wing up, too short off the iron. That one put up by King. Back the other way now come the Falcons. Into the front court is Whitaker. He's looking down low. That one poked out of bounds just inside that three-point arc. He was looking for Dovenmeyer. It'll stay Frankfort basketball.
Yeah, good hustle that time. Elijah King able to get into that passing lane, knocked it away, but just could not save it as it was right on that sideline. He ended up a couple of rows up into the bleachers trying to track that one down.
Nobody holding the basketball for a long time for this Frankfort offense. It is try to get it away quickly, and so far it's led to a lot of turnovers. It was Jake Clark looking in the corner for Bryson Dovenmeyer, and just out of his reach, out of bounds, another turnover for Frankfort.
Yeah, again, there's that pressure being applied by Hedgesville, and Frankfort trying to get that basketball moved quickly, and it just forced an errant pass.
Hedgesville basketball, you can tell two young teams out on the floor right now still trying to get into a rhythm. Another three attempt here for Hedgesville. That one no good. Shot was put up by Adam Walls. Loose ball, it'll stay with the Eagles.
Well, there you go. A couple of long ball attempts so far for Hedgesville, and that's technically their first offensive rebound as that one went out off of Frankfort.
Baseline inbounds. Going back, I thought it was going to be a deep three. That one not taken. Now trying to work the ball inside a little bit, but quickly right back out. It's Wilmer with the basketball. Now working down low on the low block. Good move off the glass. That one up and in. That one didn't actually hit the glass. That was just a baby floater. And up and in for Isaiah Levette. 2-2 is our score.
Levette, a new young man to this program, we understand moved into the area and now a member of this Hedgesville basketball team.
Moreland driving in, dishes it off to Robinette. His shot misses, but contact is drawn. We'll go to the line for a pair. Adam Wall's going to get the foul there for the Eagles.
And again, pretty good ball movement by Frankfort, able to work that ball into the paint. Robinette at 6'1", has some pretty good size to him. He's a thick young man down inside, and so he could be a force for this team to reckon with.
First foul shot up and through for Robinette. Second foul shot off the front of the iron, but does fall. He connects on a pair, and Frankfort takes the lead 4-2. 5:30 remaining in quarter number one. Hedgesville with the basketball, trying to get it across that timeline, and they do.
Yeah, a little half-court pressure being applied now by Frankfort.
And both teams running a similar offense, just working it around the arc, but not going down low. A good pass, but good defense and rotation for Frankfort. Hedgesville still with the basketball, not going down low a little bit more. Walls with it, now goes in the corner. He has it again straight away, driving foul line, floater in the lane. That one off the left side of the iron, no good. Rebound for the Falcons, bringing it back the other way.
Not a bad look that time, but a tough shot when you're floating towards the basket.
Whitaker had it momentarily. Now works it back to Robinette near us. And they're just playing some catch right now.
Yeah, Whitaker barking out some instructions, making sure everybody's set where they're supposed to be offensively.
Driving in is Clark. He had nowhere to go, working down low, now kicking it back out. 3 ball from Robinette. That one rolls around, no good. Took that just left up straight away. And so far, the offense is hard to come by on either end of the floor. Hedgesville basketball.
Good box out by the 6'3 sophomore Damon Cook, able to get that rebound, battling down low with Bryson Daubenmeyer.
King had it momentarily. Now Cook has it straight away before giving it off. Working back 2 straight away is Adam Walls, looking to set up that offense for Hedgesville.
And you like what is going on right now. Frankfort switching things up defensively this time down the floor.
Jump shot on the low block, some contact made. Putting that shot up was Isaiah Levette. Draws contact, the first foul for Frankfort. And that one going to go on Jansen Moreland.
And Moreland a little surprised by that one. That rule of verticality, as they say, held his ground, kept the arms up. There was a little bit of contact, and he thought that maybe it should have been a no call, but Moreland does pick up his first foul.
They're going to say it did occur on the floor. Certainly looked like it was in the act of shooting. Hedgesville will keep the basketball, baseline inbound.
Logan Blau, by the way, coming in for Tay Wilmer for Hedgesville.
Floater in the lane, up and good. Elijah King gets his first basket of the day. That one hit off the back of the iron. Then he did get it to fall. And quick ball movement as Hedgesville looking like they got a little pep in their step after that shot on defense. Very tight and a little bit of a trap here in the half court as well. Robinette had it momentarily. Again, that trap making it awfully hard to set up anything. As Whitaker has it now going back across the court. That's Clark with it. Working down low. Now just inside that three-point arc on the right side at the front of the iron. That's no good. Ball bouncing around, an offensive rebound. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Putting up both of those shots was Bryson Daubenmeyer, and we get a foul. And that one's going to go on Frankfort.
Robinette, nice job keeping that one alive down inside until Daubenmeyer could get it back. They missed 2 good looks in the paint.
And Daubenmeyer's going to want those back. And I would imagine as this season goes on, he'll probably make at least one of those pretty consistently.
Robinette picking up that personal. Now 2 team fouls.
Tied at 4. A few ticks over 3 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. Walls had it, now sends it over in the corner to Cook. Quick ball movement. Now a 3 from the left side. That one short off the iron. No good. Being tipped around and getting his own rebound was Elijah King. He goes up for a second chance. Get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Robinette just picked up his second personal. That is 2 quick ones and was still 2:58 to play in this opening quarter. Decision time for 13th year head coach Scott Slider. How long do you leave him in there before you may have to get him on the bench and not risk him picking up a 3rd foul?
Well, I think we have the answer to that question right now as Bryson Lane comes in. He was already at the scorer's table, so I imagine that was going to happen regardless. And Kelly Church is holding up 2. I think he was under the impression that there was going to be 2 shots upcoming, and I got to say I'm with him on this one.
Now the officials are going to call the foul on the rebound and not necessarily the going back up for the shot after collecting it.
Inbounds goes to an open 3 on the right side. Logan Blau airballed that one, but Hedgesville able to keep the basketball. Driving in left side off the backboard, no good. And a second opportunity, no good as well. It was King who put up the first time, then Levette missed the follow-up. Hedgesville, a couple of good opportunities, not able to capitalize, but now a steal. Going back the other way is King. He's got on the left side. Will he take it himself? He will, off the glass and in.
Yeah, nice drive. Elijah King able to get his hand in there, poke it away, and then take it down the floor himself. Avoided any contact with a defender and able to put it in.
King's got 4 of Hedgesville's 6. Their lead is 6-4. And again, every time they get a bucket, you can see that intensity pick up on the defensive end of the floor. 2:15 remaining in quarter number 1.
It is their first lead in this one.
Daubenmeyer looking for a spin move on the low block. Nothing there. Ball hits the deck and a couple players with it. Jump ball. That possession arrow should give it to Hedgesville.
It will, and that means 4 early turnovers now for this Frankfort Falcon team. Nice job on the defensive end by Hedgesville. They have not allowed Frankfort to really get any type of a rhythm offensively and have forced those 4 big turnovers.
Jackson Ruest enters the game for the first time. Number 10 on your score sheets if you're keeping track. Hedgesville now into the front court. King on that left side, a couple between the leg dribbles, and now we'll send it back up top. That's Walls with it. Under 2 now to play in quarter number 1. Quick ball movement. Now Walls with it. Sends it in that left wing. Thought King may take the shot. Instead, drives the lane. Not sure if there was contact or if he just found a wet spot on the floor, but he hit the deck.
Yeah, it sure looked like a lot of contact from this angle.
Back the other way come the Falcons, looking to drive right, nothing there. Dangerous pass. And somehow they keep the basketball. Brady Whitaker with it being tightly guarded by Logan Blau.
Good defense by Hedgesville. They commit their first turnover, but don't give up a fast break. They got back on the defensive end.
Free ball from the right wing. That one too strong off the back of the iron. That was Jake Clark who put up that three. Hedgesville crosses the timeline into the offensive zone.
Both of these teams cold from beyond the arc. We haven't seen that outside shot going. I haven't seen a lot of shots going right now, just 10 points combined.
I think you got to attest that to practice time. Haven't been able to get the shots they are used to getting. Cook has it straight away. Now gives it up to Blau. Blau looking to drive in the lane. Nothing there. Poked away, and we do get a foul call. That's coming through the body was Bryson Lane. He'll pick up his first.
Yeah, Lane coming for some help at defense, trying to sneak in there and be able to poke that basketball away, but made contact with the arm, and that'll be a foul every time.
Tay Wilmer coming back in the game. Adam Walls will take a seat for the first time today, one of that starting five.
And when we talked with Coach Church earlier in the week, he said he'd probably go about 8 deep with this team, but getting a few guys in here in the final minute of this opening quarter to try to keep his starters fresh.
Cook had it down low, now sends it back around. Straight away with it is Jackson Ruest. Can tell him by the flowing locks and the sweatband, Matt. That's an old school basketball look right there. Cook with it, now gives it back up top. That's King with it, a few steps in front of the jump circle. A jump circle that won't be used this year.
We know fully well how patient this Hedgesville team will be under head coach Kelly Church and his staff. If they get a good look, I'm sure they'll take it down inside, but otherwise they're holding for the final shot of this first quarter.
12 seconds left in the opening quarter. You imagine the offense going to start moving just about now. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Elijah King with it, looking to drive right. He's going to kick it out. 4 seconds left. A little stutter step. Now a floater that's going to go off the glass and in. Logan Blau just before the horn expires makes it 8-4 through the first quarter of action. A 1-minute break to take back to the studio. Then we are back for quarter number 2 again. After one, it is Hedgesville 8 and Frankfort 4. We're back in 60 seconds.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Shh, sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandSmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back into the Gilbert B. Miller Center through the first quarter of action here in the opening night of basketball across the Eastern Panhandle. 8-4, Hedgesville the lead in that one. A big thanks to our sponsors. This game being presented by Smallwood & Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant, no longer the Cider Press Deli. That's just off exit 5 in Inwood.
Frankfort hitting just one shot from the floor in that opening quarter. The other 2 points coming on a pair of free throws from Brock Robinette. For Hedgesville, Elijah King with the 4 points leading the way as Blau and Levette have each added a bucket.
Frankfort with the basketball to start. Peyton Slider had it momentarily. First time we've called his name tonight. I'm guessing some relation to our head coach, Scott Slider.
The son, as we spoke with him earlier.
Figured that may be the case. Slider with it again working through that trap. Hedgesville, good trap defense so far in this one. Shot on that right side, no good by Bryson Lane. Loose ball still around midcourt. 2 players hit the deck, and we're going to get a foul, and I believe that one is going to go on Hedgesville and Damon Cook.
Hey, strong effort by a pair of players there. That was Jake Clark, the 6'1 senior guard, on the floor for Frankfort. And Cook jumping over top of him to try to get to that loose ball. Ends up committing the foul, just his first team second.
Inbound goes to Slider. He now gives it up to Clark. Clark trying to work around that trap, looking down low. Loose ball. And Hedgesville able to run it down. Getting that is Jackson Ruest.
Yeah, just too tough a pass that time as Bryson Lane was trying to bounce one to that high post.
Cook had it in the corner, now sends it back up top. Tay Wilmer. Now back to Cook on that right side. Uses that dribble. Straight away, now working it around the perimeter. Elijah King with the basketball. Back to Wilmer. Ruest with it. Now on that right side is Blau. And Matt, like you said, after the shooting performance so far, I think Hedgesville and Kelly Church are happy to slow this game down offensively. We've certainly seen that before.
Yeah, absolutely. Be patient. Work for a good look. Oh, we got a foul away from the ball.
Looks like that one by the reaction is going to go on Elijah King, the way his head immediately hit the ceiling.
Yeah, his first, team foul number 3. Mark that as a turnover, just the second so far for Hedgesville. It's a turnover because you lose the possession on that offensive foul. Didn't quite see whether he fought through a defender or if he was being called maybe for an illegal screen getting in the way of a defender.
Frankfort doing all they can to get out of these traps. Whitaker going to try the 3 from the right side. That one off the front of the iron, no good. Ruest getting that rebound through some contact. Somebody at the front of that jersey, good rebound.
Yeah, he was able to fight through it and hang on to it. Really grabbed it with just one hand.
And Ruest, the 6'1 sophomore, son of assistant coach Chris Ruest.
Yes.
Cook with it straight away. Now sends it over to King at that Eagles signature on the right side. Driving in as King loses the basketball before going out of bounds. Ruest tried to save it. They're saying that his foot hit the baseline. And another turnover for Hedgesville. That's back-to-back possessions, Matt.
There you go. 3 turnovers for them. I've got 4 for Frankfort. All of those 4 coming in that opening quarter. Now we're getting, I think, a lot of what we expected. A low-scoring game. 2 teams trying to, feel each other out, try to feel the game out. Just young teams haven't had a ton of practice time and just getting back into competition. We figured it'd be a bit of a slow start.
A whistle just as Whitaker gets across midcourt. It's a timeout taken by head coach Scott Cider of Frankfort. Let's take the 60-second break as well. Your score is 8-4 Hedgesville. We're back after this.
Beat Luxury Vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Quickly back out of the timeout. Jake Clark hits a 3 to get Frankfort back within 1. It's 8-7, 5:40 remaining in the second quarter. Now back the other way. Hedgesville going to try a 3 of their own. That one no good. That 3 put up by Logan Blau. And a good box out and a good rebound on the other end for Frankfort. Now working quickly back the other way. That ball poked away. Dovenmeyer had it for a moment and lost it. Ruest able to crowd that one in. Good effort by Elijah King saving that one from going out of bounds, Matt. Hedgesville basketball.
Yeah, and a good collapse there by that Hedgesville defense. The initial pass to Dovenmeyer, you thought he was going to get a good look, but by the time he could pull in that basketball, a couple of defenders were around him and forced the turnover.
Blau driving in the lane, picks up that dribble, and that kicks it out. Damon Cook, a 3 from the left side. That one no good from the wing. And Jackson Ruest trying to save it before going out of bounds. He will not, but last touching Frankfort on the way out. It stays Hedgesville basketball.
I believe it was Dovenmeyer who reached out for it, and I believe Ruest clearly saw that and just simply protecting that basketball. As no Frankfort player really going after it, so he let it go out of bounds, and Hedgesville with the inbounds. By the way, we went into that timeout, and then boom, they turned it into a 30, and action gets underway quick.
Ruest with the basketball, hasn't used that dribble, now sends it back out to King straight away. Looking at drive right, does have a lane, great first step, missed that one, sure it may have been tipped on the way up. Back the other way, it's a 2-on-4 opportunity. Slowing it down now is Frankfort. That left side, Robinette looking for the bounce pass into Dovenmeyer. He had it momentarily. Now Whitaker with it just in front of that jump circle. 4:24 on a running second quarter clock here from the Gilbert B. Miller Center. Foul line jumper extended. That one up and good for Moreland. He's now got 4 on the game.
Nice job. He found a little hole in that zone defense around the high post, and no hesitation. Caught it, turned just left of the lane, and knocked down that mid-range jumper.
3 ball from the left side. That one short off the front of the iron. Tay Wilmer put that one up. 9-8 is the Frankfort lead. They're trying to extend on that one as they've had a little bit of a run here in the second quarter.
And Hedgesville struggling from beyond the arc. They have tried a bunch of them, but have yet to be able to hit that three-pointer.
Whitaker grabbing that one on the right side. Now sends it back up top. Whitaker now just right of straightaway. Steps just inside that foul line before he puts up the jump shot that rattles home. Brady Whitaker, his first basket of the day. And again, a little run brewing here for Frankfort. As much of a run as we've seen in this game.
Very good ball fake by Whitaker, the 5'8 guard. He faked on that shot, got a defender in the air, took a dribble to his left, moved in just a little bit, and canned that jump shot.
Wilmer didn't take the open 3, and I wonder if a couple of those misses earlier have got him a little bit rattled. Took it inside, drew contact, and it'll be a baseline inbound. That one going to go on Brady Whitaker, his first.
Yeah, you mentioned that run. It's a 7-0 run to open up this second period for Frankfort, and it was Jake Clark who really got him started with that deep 3 from straight away.
Isaiah Levette back in the game, and Matt, one of the guys we wanted to see in the game, Eli Faircloth. 6'6", 290 pounds. Off the inbound, 3 from the right side, up and good for Elijah King.
Well, there you go. Finally, they knock down that 3. They tie it at 11, our third tie of this first half. Let's see if that gets this Hedgesville offense going a little. That's the way to stop that 7-0 Frankfort run.
11-11. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Whitaker, being trapped just in front of the Hedgesville bench, is able to get rid of it. Get rid of it.
Very good, Elma.
Dovenmeyer had it momentarily, now quickly working it around the horn. 3 ball from straight away. That one no good for Bryson Lane. King with the rebound, and he will bring it into the front court for the Eagles.
Coach Church and his staff have to be pleased with the way they're playing on the defensive end. They've really stretched that defense out. They've been in the face of shooters. They've been there to force some tough pass and a bunch of turnovers.
King a head fake and drove in, missed the shot that was blocked, but getting the loose ball was Eli Faircloth, and the 6'6" sophomore put it up and in for his first basket of the night. 13-11, Hedgesville regains the lead.
Thought there might be some contact as King was going into the lane, had the ball poked away, but Johnny on the spot, or in this case Eli on the spot, picked up that loose ball and put it in.
Eli, the son of football coach Matt Faircloth.
Just like that, Hedgesville regains the lead. A little back and forth duel going on here in this second period.
Whitaker has it on that left wing. Doesn't use that dribble. Now quick ball movement and almost intercepted. Still a loose ball at midcourt, and somehow Lane able to run it down looking for Whitaker in contact, and that's going to be a second foul on Elijah King, an effort foul, but one as he smacks the floor, wishes he could have back.
Yeah, in that case, because of that ball getting knocked around and being loose, Hedgesville a little bit out of the position that maybe they'd like to be in, and King making a diving effort to get to that loose basketball, ultimately picks up his second foul. And hey, he's their leading scorer right now, 7 points, so they've got to be able to find somebody else to score with him on the bench.
I would imagine with 1:50 remaining before the half, we will not see King again until the third quarter.
Which means if Hedgesville, or when Hedgesville gets this ball back, we may see a slow-down offense.
Dovenmeyer has it go off his forehead. Now quickly back the other way for Hedgesville, and just some bad passing, some young passing, if you will, for the Eagles. Whitaker back the other way, looking to drive right, picks up that dribble. Certainly looked like that pivot foot slid. Frankfort will keep possession. Jake Clark with the basketball, gives it off to Colton McTaggart. First time we called his name tonight. McTaggart with the basketball again. Now driving left, bounce pass down low. Moreland had it momentarily. Dovenmeyer gets the pass. He takes the jump shot from the foul line. That one no good. Eli Faircloth with the rebound.
He's played well down inside. Good box out that time. Went up and got that rebound. Picked up a loose ball earlier and got a bucket. He's played well.
1 minute remaining before the half here at Hedgesville. A low-scoring affair. 13-11 is the Eagle advantage. You know they'd like to take the lead into halftime. Cook with the basketball. Levette now with it after the handoff, driving in the lane. Now back to Cook. He'll try the 3 from the right side. That one up and good.
There you go. Second 3 in this first half, both coming here in this second quarter as Hedgesville extends the lead.
King has one, and now Cook has one. A 5-point advantage, 16-11 with 30 seconds left. Ball tipped out of bounds, going off the finger of Damon Cook. Good defense, but it'll stay Frankfort Falcon basketball. McTaggart, the inbound, sends it into the backcourt for Whitaker. And it certainly looks like Frankfort is going to take their time, but they've got to get across midcourt first. And that they do. 20 seconds now remaining before the half. McTaggart has the basketball. Sends it back up top to Clark. Clark back to McTaggart, looking down low, nothing there. Now Whitaker with the basketball, 10 seconds left. Back up top, McTaggart with it. Looking down low, now back to the right wing. Whitaker with it just inside that three-point arc on the left wing and knocks it down at the horn. A big shot for Brady Whitaker, his 4th point of the quarter, and that brings Frankfort back within 3 as we head into the halftime break. 16-13 is the lead for the homestanding Hedgesville Eagles. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will break down the first half. We will also have some scores from around the league and some first half stats, all as a part of our halftime show. 16-13 Hedgesville with the lead at the half. We're back in 2 minutes.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
They're my closest friends. We've been through a lot together. Seeing our kids off to college, Kelly losing her mom, my 50th birthday. I trust them with so much. So when it came to my finances, I trusted Kelly's referral to her Ameriprise advisor. Beth gives me the comprehensive advice that helps me feel confident my financial future is secure. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise Financial.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
16-13, our score here after one half of play. Hedgesville is in the lead over Frankfort. Now let's take a look at how we got to the 16-13 lead here for Hedgesville.
Tied at 2, tied at 4, but at the end of one, Hedgesville had an 8-4 lead. They say basketball's a game of runs. Frankfort scored the first 7 points at quarter number 2, took an 11-8 lead after Hedgesville tied it. Well, that was the start of an 8-0 Eagle run as they regained the lead 16-11. Frankfort, though, gets the last bucket going into the locker room at the half, and they cut the deficit down to 3 as Frankfort outscores Hedgesville 9-8 in that second period.
Again, we expected this to be a low-scoring game, but I'm not sure we expected it to be as low-scoring as we saw in that first half. You could definitely see, not only in the scoring, but just some of the passes. These are two very young basketball teams.
Yeah, and I think both teams have done a nice job on the defensive end. They put some pressure on the guy with the ball. They've made it difficult to find an open man, and at the same time, each has had some good looks that they just haven't been able to knock down.
All right, another 2-minute break to take. When we come back, we'll see if we have any scores from around the Mountain State before we get into stats from the first half. Again, at the half, it is Hedgesville 16, Frankfort 13. We're back after this.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
They're my closest friends. We've been through a lot together. Seeing our kids off to college, Kelly losing her mom, my 50th birthday. I trust them with so much. So when it came to my finances, I trusted Kelly's referral to her Ameriprise advisor. Beth gives me the comprehensive advice that helps me feel confident my financial future is secure. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise Financial.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Welcome back into Hedgesville High School, 16-13. The Eagles up over the Frankfort Falcons at the half. No scores from around the Mountain State that we can find. We're at least looking for the Morgantown-Washington game, as we will have Morgantown just about as much as anybody over the next few days. Martinsburg, Morgantown tomorrow, then Musselman, Morgantown on Sunday. But since we don't have any scores, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these stats from the first half in this one. Let's go with individuals. Matt, I will start with Frankfort, then send it to you for Hedgesville. Leading the way with 4 points apiece, Brady Whitaker. He had 4 all in that second quarter, and a basket in each of the first 2 quarters for Jansen Moreland. He's got 4 as well. A single 3 for Jake Clark, and 2 points, both coming from the foul line for Brock Robinette. The Eagles look like this, Matt.
All right, Elijah King leading the way, 7 points, including a 3-pointer. He scored 4 of those on a couple of buckets in that opening quarter. A 3-ball good in the second quarter for Damon Cook, and then a bucket each for Logan Blau and for Isaiah Levette, as well as for Eli Faircloth. That's the scoring right now for Hedgesville.
What are some of the team numbers? And rebounds, I would imagine, in favor of Hedgesville the way this one's going.
9-8. It's a very tight lead right now in that category, and Hedgesville leading by 1 in that turnover category as well, because they've committed 5 while forcing 6 out of Frankfort. Fouls, 5 for the Falcons, 4 for Hedgesville. I mean, it's a close game on the scoreboard. It's a close game in every way. The Eagles have knocked down a pair of threes to just 1 for Frankfort. The Eagles have not gotten to the foul line. Frankfort is 2 for 2 with those 2 free throws from Brock Robinette.
The only players to watch for foul trouble-wise in the second half, Elijah King has 2 for Hedgesville and 2 for Brock Robinette as well. All right, our final break of the halftime. We will come back and get Matt's analysis on keys to the second half. I think we all knew what the keys to the first half were, so I saved it for the second half. That coming up after our final break in the halftime show. 16-13 is Hedgesville's lead at the half. We're back after this 2-minute break.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Cider Drive in Inwood. This is Matt Miller, along with my wife Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood and Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Welcome back in. About 35 seconds before Hedgesville gets the basketball to start the second half. Matt Miller attempting to find a score on the Morgantown-Washington game.
39-27. Morgantown with the lead over Washington with about 4 minutes left in the first half. Thank you, WAJR Radio out of Morgantown.
Washington holding their own in that one. I was
They
not
are.
expecting that game to be that close. I expected Morgantown, who's, again, year in and year out, a perennial power across AAA, and now this year 4A. That's weird to say in the state of West Virginia. I'm from Maryland. 4A is perfectly normal in that state, but weird to say in the state of West Virginia. But for basketball only. Matt, some keys to the second half in this one. Let's start with Hedgesville, but I think the keys are going to be pretty similar for both teams.
Yeah, very similar. I mean, keep playing solid defense. Both of these teams, I think, have done well on that defensive end. Hedgesville just needs to slow down a little bit and knock down some of those open shots. And for Frankfort, they got to do the same. Slow down a little bit against that pressure defense and make better passes. Don't turn the basketball over, and they'll get some better shots, too.
Hedgesville starting with the basketball. Elijah King with it straight away. He will try the long three. That one up, nothing but net. King now 10 points in the game. 10 of the 19 Hedgesville points, and I think we're seeing who the offensive star is going to be this year for the Eagles.
Yeah, he's the guy right now leading the way.
Frankfort basketball, nowhere to go. Back out to Whitaker on the right side. Now Robinette hasn't used that dribble yet. Almost throwing it out of bounds, but Clark able to corral it. Working into Dobbinmeyer, now back out to Whitaker on that right side.
Not a lot of movement right now on that Frankfort offensive end.
No, they are staying around the horn. As I say that, a good pass down low right on cue. Jake Clark finishes at the rim with the right hand.
Yeah, Dobbinette with the nice assist as he got it down along the baseline. As the defense collapsed on him, he gave the bounce feed inside.
19-15. Quick ball movement as Cook now going to take that three and make that actually Tay Wilmer taking a three, number 12 from the left wing. That one up and through. Wilmer missed a couple of threes in that first half, but starting strong here in the third quarter.
Well, they struggled from beyond the arc in that first half. They've knocked down their first 2 threes of the second half.
Now a three attempt from the left side. That was Robinette with it. He now gets the offensive rebound back from Dobbinmeyer. That shot off the side of the iron, no good. Back the other way. Coming the Hedgesville Eagles.
It looked like some contact. I think Robinette was hoping to get a foul, but it was a no call as both players ended up hitting the deck. The shot off the mark. Hedgesville in the offensive end.
Damon Cook puts up the three, or make that Elijah King from Damon Cook. Three ball up and good.
So 25-15, and that's 3 shots in this third period, all from beyond the arc, up and good for Hedgesville.
2 block shots out the other end on the defensive side for the Eagles. Moreland put up that first shot. Dobbinmeyer got the offensive rebound, and both were swatted away.
Hedgesville doing a great job of hitting the open shot and then continuing to play that good pressure defense on the other end.
Working down low to Moreland, has that one taken away, looking outside. Back the other way comes Elijah King across the timeline. Right wing now, back straight away to Moreland, or make that King. King over to Walls. Now bounce pass looking for Damon Cook. That one poked away, but corralled by the Eagles.
Yeah, fortunate to get that one back. That was a pass from Walls on a backdoor cut trying to get Cook going down the lane and bounced it a little behind him.
Cook now tries a three from the left side. That one no good, but an offensive rebound for Adam Walls. The Eagles maintain possession. Wilmer has it on that left wing. He'll try the three. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Brock Robinette, the defensive rebound. Now Whitaker into the front end. Left side, Clark, double team, gets it back out top. Robinette with it, back over to Clark on that left wing. Now working down to Whitaker, or trying to. That one tipped and then run down by Elijah King.
Greg Wachtel, if you're listening, needed a bounce pass on that last one.
Great pass by King to a cutting Isaiah Levet. Almost a no-look pass, it looked like, Matt. And Levet's now got 4 on the great assist from Elijah King. Quickly back the other way comes Frankfort. Shot missed down low by Moreland. He tried for the reverse layup, no good, but an offensive rebound down low. And we get a timeout with Frankfort in their offensive end. That'll be a Falcon timeout, a full timeout. We'll take the 60-second break as well. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, we step aside for this 60-second break, 27-15 Hedgesville.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
4:45 remaining in quarter number 3, 27-15. The Hedgesville advantage. Frankfort with the basketball.
Matt, we talked at the half about runs. That 7-0 run to open the second quarter for Frankfort gave them a 3-point lead. Hedgesville with an 8-0 run regained the lead. Well, Hedgesville's on an 11-2 run now to open this second half, and they've pushed the lead out to 12.
Whitaker with the basketball, double-teamed, has to get rid of it. He does to Robinette. Not a whole lot of dribbles being used by this Frankfort offense. Good cut down low, finishing at the rim with the right hand. That's Brock Robinette. Good pass from Bryson Daubenmeyer.
That's just the way that Coach Cider drew it up, right? They work the ball around nicely, get a cutter down the lane, get him the basketball for an easy 2.
As a coach, you're going, hey, that's how we drew it up right there, and it worked.
Hey, let's do it the next time we get down the floor, too. Isn't it amazing? You draw up a play, it works, and you never see it again.
Cook in the lane, looking down low. The pass was intended for Eli Faircloth. It never got there.
Yeah, again, a bounce speed might have got that one in there, but that pass about chest high easily knocked away and stolen.
Robinette has it just at that jump circle, gives it off to Brady Whitaker. Again, tight defense from start to finish so far, start to where we are right now for the Hedgesville Eagles. Ball on that left side, it's Clark with it. Back up top, looking for a cutting player was Robinette. Now bounce pass down low. It's Moreland with it. And he stepped on the baseline. It's going back the other way.
Ooh, a tough one.
Or was that was a 3-second call, or was that a turnover? I saw the hand go up, but then I saw it come down near the side. Either way, a turnover.
It is
going back
the
other way.
Moreland trying to split a pair of defenders, and Coach Cider feeling like there was some contact as he split through those 2 defenders. Instead, it's a turnover, and Hedgesville's the other way.
King working into the offensive zone, goes off of a Frankfort player out of bounds. It'll stay Hedgesville Eagle basketball. Working it quickly around the perimeter. Wilmer cross court, now on the left wing with it was Adam Walls. Wilmer back with it, coming midcourt to this near side. Cook over to King. The Eagles logo on the far side. He puts up the long 3 from the right wing. That one rolls around, does not fall. Good look, just maybe a little bit out of his range.
Daubenmeyer and Icebox out got the rebound.
Clark driving in that left side, too short off the side of the iron. Hedgesville back the other way. 2:40 remaining in quarter number 3, 27-17. The Eagles lead by 10 in their season opener. Damon Cook with the basketball as we get a whistle. And we haven't had an indication of anything yet, just a whistle blowing, maybe a couple of warnings to a few players getting a little too physical away from the basketball.
And Coach Church asking the official about that, look, if there was enough contact there to blow the whistle, call a foul. Instead, just a conversation about maybe a couple of players getting tangled up at the high post.
I don't like that in play. Tell them that as they're going off the floor. So I don't like the stoppage of play right there. Maybe that's what Coach Church talking about. And we get an offensive foul as Eli Faircloth was setting the pick and just slid that right foot a little too far out as he was setting that pick. A pretty easy call to make at the top of the key.
Yeah, and all he's got to do is hold his ground. I mean, he's clearly big enough to set that screen. It's up to the guy with the ball to be able to drive his man defending him into that screen.
Hip.
Yes.
2:20 remaining in quarter number 3. Bryson Lane with the basketball, trying to split a double team. Has to pick up that dribble. Bounce pass back out to Moreland with it. Now working around the left side. Lane with it in the left corner, looking down low for Moreland. That one picked off, and we get a foul in the backcourt, and that one's going to go on Bryson Lane. That's foul number 2.
Well, each team now with a foul in this second half. That is 4 turnovers in this third quarter for Frankfort, 10 in the ball game. And that is 10 too many, down by 10 points right now. Again, Hedgesville just doing a nice job pressuring the basketball and getting into those passing lanes.
Moving to the right, now it's Damon Cook with it straight away, looking for a Faircloth driving in. That one, a good look for Eli Faircloth, just missed that one as it rolled around the rim. And again, I think later in the season that one's probably going to fall on the pick and roll.
Good box out by McTaggart.
McTaggart was one that took that shot at the other end, missed that one, but an offensive rebound, put back, up and good. Jansen Moreland counted in the foul.
Yeah, Moreland a little fired up after that one. He gets his third bucket in this ball game, the 6'2 senior with a chance for that old-fashioned three-point play.
Now we're going to go on Damon Cook, his second. Now we get a line change, if you will. 3 players coming out for Hedgesville. One foul shot coming up here for Moreland. Has not attempted one yet today. His first. Too hard off the back of the iron. 27-20. Frankfort back within 7. 1:34 on a running third quarter clock here from the Gilbert B. Miller Center. Ruest, a good pick, and King rolls around it. Driving right side, putting up a contested shot. A lot of contact. Missed everything on that one. It was an air ball. Quickly into the offensive end. Whitaker with it. Now working to the right. McTaggart with it straight away. Left-handed dribble. Sends it over to Bryson Lane. Now Whitaker with it on that left side. Back out to Lane. McTaggart with the basketball straight away. Quick passes around the perimeter. Now working down low. Dovenmeyer working right. Trying for the up and under. That one no good. Loose ball. Ruest with it and gets it out. Good defense for Jackson Ruest. Now he comes back and trying to turn defense into offense. Driving left, draws the foul. That's going to be 2 quick ones on Bryson Lane as Ruest going to go to the line for a pair.
Yeah, good drive by Ruest. Had the angle, had the defender on his hip, and Bryson Lane really from behind Ruest trying to reach in and block that shot and easily picks up his third foul.
First free throw, front of the iron, back of the iron, but does fall through for Jackson Ruest, his first point of the contest.
Matt, by the way, they just went to the half in Morgantown. The Mohegans lead Washington by 10, 46-36.
Washington hanging tight in that one. Second foul shot for Ruest, no good. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. Hedgesville an 8-point lead. Under a minute to play in quarter number 3. Lane with the basketball. Now over to Whitaker on that left side. Back up top, McTaggart. Now working down low, trying to go to Dovenmeyer, but that pass that came from Jansen Moreland just a little too high, and yet another pass that has just been well out of the reach of the intended target. And, man, a lot of the turnovers we've seen for Frankfort have been just that.
Yeah, now up to 12. They had 6 turnovers in the first half. They've added 6 more turnovers here in this third quarter. And, again, credit that Hedgesville defense. They have not made it easy for Frankfort, and then at times, the Falcons have not helped themselves.
28-19, 30 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Good trap at half court, but Hedgesville able to break it. King with the basketball in that left wing. Now back out top, working around the perimeter. 20 seconds left, and yeah, that's what I expected as Adam Walls now backs it out, and Hedgesville going to hold for the last shot of the quarter, it looks like. Bryson Lane coming up and playing some good defense, but Hedgesville able to break it. Little pump fake for Wilmers. He passes it back out, now around the horn. Left wing, it's King. He's going to try the contested three off the front of the iron. No good as the horn sounds. 28-19 through 3 quarters. The 4th and final quarter coming up after this 1-minute timeout. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Welcome back into the Gilbert B. Miller Center. We're at Hedgesville High School. Matt Crawford, Matt Miller here with you, your broadcast team. John Alderton, our TV 10 cameraman. Colin McLaughlin is our studio engineer. Again, the title sponsors helping us bring you this action, Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant.
Well, the third quarter goes the way of Hedgesville. 12-6. They outscore Frankfort to push that 3-point halftime lead out to that 28-19 lead, and Hedgesville picking up the half-court pressure.
Frankfort basketball, and that pressure is paying off. Elijah King back the other way. Layup with the left hand up and good. Actually changed to the right, going up. A little finger roll for King. He's now got 12.
Good job again on that defensive end. A cross-court pass, tipped away, steal, and that leads to the easy bucket.
30-19, a runner on that left side. That no good by McTaggart. King right there for the rebound. Slows it up. Now sends it back out to Tay Wilmer.
Put that one up on the baseline, did McTaggart, while moving towards the basket, and shot it up just too strong.
Oh. And now a pass just out of the reach. Some miscommunication between Eli Faircloth and Isaiah Levette. A turnover for Hedgesville.
Yeah, if Levette would have been expecting that pass, that would have been beautiful right there. That was a really good feed as Eli Faircloth was seeing the floor, got it on the right side of the paint, down along the baseline, passed through the paint, looking for Levette on the other side, just beyond his reach.
Big man with vision,
yeah.
Eli Faircloth. Just over 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Dobbenmeyer with it on the low block, now looking to pass inside. That ball being poked around, and Faircloth hitting the floor. Shouldn't be a jump ball, and yeah, it's a timeout by Kelly Church. Great job by Faircloth, kind of boxing everybody out as he was on the floor. We'll take the 30-second break as well, just 30 seconds back at the studio. As we come back for the fourth quarter, it's Hedgesville 30 and Frankfort 19.
They're my closest friends. We've been through a lot together. Seeing our kids off to college, Kelly losing her mom, my 50th birthday. I trust them with so much. So when it came to my finances, I trusted Kelly's referral to her Ameriprise advisor. Beth gives me the comprehensive advice that helps me feel confident my financial future is secure. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise Financial.
We mentioned Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant as our title sponsors. We also want to thank Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, the Mortgage Center, Dynamark Atlantic Security, Ollie's VIP Northside, Harton McBee Insurance, and DNN Auto Specialists as our sponsors for high school basketball this season. Matt, you have a scoring update.
Well, I do. It's Berkeley Springs with a 32-22 lead over Kaiser at the half. Hedgesville goes to Berkeley Springs and will face those Indians tomorrow.
Hedgesville with the basketball, King with it. On the left side, driving in, loses the basketball, going up. It was poked away. Now back into the front court is Clark with it. Clark on the left wing, little hesitation, thought he may put up the open three. Instead, that one poked away, and a turnover. That was Walls who works it up the floor. That's Levette with it, going up high off the glass and in with the right hand.
Again, you love that defensive effort. Frankfort gets the steal. They're going the other way. Hedgesville gets back defensively. They get the steal, and then the other way, they get the easy bucket.
Working down low, contact going up with the shot. Jansen Moreland going to go to the line for a pair. He was looking for yet another opportunity to three-point play the old-fashioned way. That foul going to go on Tay Wilmer, his first.
Mismatch right there,
yes.
And a good job by this Falcon offense to get it to the 6'2 senior Moreland going up against the 5'10 Wilmer, and the freshman commits the personal.
Moreland now 0 for 2 from the line. Again, it was an and one opportunity that allowed him that first foul shot. And now the front end of 2 misses as well.
That is just the 4th free throw for Frankfort. Now 2 for 4, and, well, let's make it 3 for 5 as he gets that one to go. Hedgesville, by the way, just 1 for 2 from the line.
32-20, 6-13 is quickly into the front end. Eli Faircloth gets the pass from Elijah Moreland, goes up, draws contact, and the big fella is going to go to the line for a pair. Good vision working up the court by Elijah King, finding the 6'6" frame of Eli Faircloth down low.
On a question whether that foul goes on just the number 2, Brock Robinette, or the number 2, 0, Jansen Moreland, and eventually they say it's on Robinette. It'll be his 3rd.
First foul shot for Faircloth, up and through. 3rd point of the night for him. Second foul shot for Faircloth, too strong off the back of the iron, but an offensive rebound for Adam Walls. Back out to King as Hedgesville can now run a little bit of time off the clock. Almost stolen, but Walls able to run it down. Now back out to King straight away. He's going to try the 3. Got it!
That's his 3rd 3 of this evening. He's got 5 in the quarter and now 15 in the ball game.
Man, Elijah King has been fun to watch this evening. Now a steal. It's King with it. Bring it into the front court, looking for the slight alley-oop. Missing on the shot is Isaiah Levette, but contact on that far side, and Levette is going to go to the line for 2.
Boy, that's on Robinette, and he has now got 4 fouls. He's in some trouble. Bryson Lane has 3, so 2 players are going to have to be cautious with 5:43 left.
First foul shot for Levette. That one hits the front of the iron, but falls through.
All right, let's see if he can get 2. Ruest earlier made the first miss, the second. Faircloth just moments ago made the first miss, the second. Now Levette with his opportunity, and
third time is not the charm. He goes 1 for 2. That one off the front of the iron. 37-20. Under 6 to play. Right now Hedgesville running away with this one a bit. Loose ball going out of bounds off of Hedgesville. Looks like it should stay Frankfort basketball. Our officials getting together to talk about it. I don't see a reason this wouldn't stay with Frankfort. Certainly looked like it went off the foot of a Hedgesville Eagle.
Yeah, the officials are.
They are going to say it went off?
No, what they just called a jump ball. The officials kind of got together and said, Did you see? You know, I really didn't have a good angle. And our head official says, hey, let's just go to the jump ball.
Not taking anything away from Hedgesville, but should have hollered up here. That one went off of an Eagle on its way out.
You're an awful long way away, sir.
Hedgesville basketball turnover right around midcourt. That's Bryson Lane going up with the left hand off the glass and in. His first basket of the day.
They needed that. Nice job. Able to get the turnover in the quick bucket, but now you got to find a way to do it all over again.
West Ted on the sideline. Head coach Kelly Church wants a timeout. It's a 30-second break. Let's keep it right here. A busy weekend for us, Matt.
Now they changed it to a full timeout.
All right, well, let's take the 60-second break. 60 seconds back at the studio, back with the remainder of the fourth quarter after this. It's Hedgesville 37 and Frankfort 22. We're back in a minute.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Out of the timeout, 5:15 remaining in the ball game, and that a scoring update from Morgantown.
Yeah, first two buckets of the third quarter go to the Washington Patriots. They pull within 46-40 up at Morgantown.
Hedgesville basketball just in front of their bench, almost 5 seconds. Inbound goes into Elijah King. He's got the basketball still just in front of the jump circle. Working to his right now, a bounce pass. Levette right there, draws contact and can't finish at the rim, but he will go to the line for two. Great feed from Elijah King.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a case where Frankfort's kind of had to go to that man-to-man. They've got to put pressure on. They've got to try to speed this up a little bit with 5:07 left. That's just a nice drive by King. Defense comes to him. He gives the feed to Levette.
First foul shot up and good. Well, that is now 2 for 3 from the line. And we'll see if we can get an Eagle to go 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, Matt.
It's happening right here.
Second foul shot for Levette.
Nope.
No good. But Jackson Ruest gets the offensive rebound. That is the second straight time we've seen a missed second free throw for Hedgesville turn into another offensive possession. Walls with it on that left wing. Goes opposite ball screen. Now finds Levette again down low. Blocked on the way up, and believe we should have a jump ball, and we do. That's Frankfort Falcon basketball.
There it is. That'll be a turnover on Hedgesville. I've got that as their 5th of the second half, their 10th of the ball game. And turnover's a big problem for Frankfort at 16.
And you would imagine the 6'4" frame of Isaiah Levette, just a sophomore. He's going to be a guy, if he can build some muscle, is going to be a fun kid to watch over the next several years in the Eastern Panhandle.
Kind of like the way this Hedgesville team is passing the basketball in this second half, and especially here in this fourth quarter. Nice job on penetration, drawing defenders, and then finding the open man.
Whitaker with the basketball, nowhere to go with it, has to send a dangerous pass, but Moreland able to corral. Now lose basketball. That's a turnover. It's Eagle basketball.
Yeah, Hedgesville just a little bit quicker than what Frankfort is.
And Matt, I think we just got an intentional foul call on the far side. Moving up the floor. And yeah, we get an intentional foul. I saw it the minute it happened. Moving up the floor, it looked like Logan Blau hit the deck. I believe it was a number 2.
Yeah, Jansen Moreland a little frustrated the way that this one is playing out and the way that last possession went. Gets called for the intentional foul. A little bit of a push from behind, working his way up the floor on that far side. And as you said, it is Blau who will go to the line.
So Blau going to get some free throws, and Hedgesville going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
And something you don't see often at the high school level is that intentional foul call, and I wanted to make sure that I saw it correctly, and our head official did come over, and the cross with the hands, if you will, the X with the hands, to indicate that intentional foul. Now our officials getting together, and it's going to be a 2-0 foul.
Yeah,
so that one is going to be on Jansen Moreland. Again, that's the second time we've had that question, whether it was a 2 or a 2-0. It will be on Jansen Moreland.
His second and team foul number 6. Blau to the line, and the gym goes almost silent. We've got a crowd of, maybe 150, 200 max here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center.
Blau's first foul shot up and good as we go to the 18th hole of Augusta.
It's in the hole. Get ready.
Bends the knees. Second foul shot. Up and through. Logan Blau. The first Eagle to connect on a pair of foul shots today. We finally got it, Mr. Miller.
1, 2, 3, 4 prior opportunities with free throws. The first one good, the second one missed, and now these two both good for Blau, and Hedgesville gets the basketball.
Stacked inbounds, now sends it into the backcourt. It's Blau with it. Before sending it into the front court, now Adam Walls. Walls working from left to right, now driving right, bounce pass to Levette. This one connects, and they have been trying to work on the little roll from Isaiah Levette, and finally is able to connect on one.
Now Levette on the other end, I believe, going to get called for that reach in. King was there also on that double team.
It is going to be King getting the foul, number 3. And for him, number 3 on number 3.
There you go. Man, a 20-point lead for Hedgesville. Coach Kelly Church and his staff have to be pleased. This young basketball team with just a 3-point lead at the half, but have really come out strong in this second half.
Driving left side is Clark. He pulls up for the runner and jump shot. That one no good, but an offensive rebound. And that putback up and in. That is Luke Robinette, brother of Brock.
Yeah, younger brother. Understand. He's just the sophomore. Brock is the senior.
Walls with the basketball, sending it in to the right corner. Blau puts up the 3. That one missed everything.
Yeah, a little too strong. Too much on it.
Under 3:30 remaining in the game. Back the other way is Brady Whitaker. Puts up an acrobatic shot and somehow gets it to fall. 42-26 is Whitaker. Now has 6 in the game. Hedgesville basketball in the offensive end. Elijah King with it. Sends it back out top. That's Walls. Walls hands off to Blau. Working towards the top of that arc. Now we'll back it out near midcourt. And Kelly Church in midseason form right now, barking out instructions.
Yep, absolutely. The offense right in front of him, and he is making sure everybody gets right where they need to be.
Jackson Ruiz has it just in front of the jump circle. A one-hand pass to Isaiah Levette. He's on that left wing. Gives it back up to Adam Walls. Walls between the arc and the jump circle. Now to King on that right side. King uses that left-hand dribble, and Hedgesville taking some time off the clock, and right now the clock is their friend. Some contact at the top of the key, and Kelly Church can't believe there was no foul call, and I'm with him. There was a lot of contact to the chest of Elijah King. A loose ball going back the other way.
Yeah, good hustle by Walls. He in a double team with Logan Blau coming from behind, able to knock that basketball away from Jake Clark, but it goes out of bounds on the sideline down by that Frankfort bench. It'll stay with the Falcons.
Logan Blau coming out of the game. Tay Wilmer will re-enter. Whitaker at the Eagle signature, now gives it up. Good ball movement is now a left wing 3. Is no good off the front of the iron. That was Jake Clark who missed that off the front of the iron. Now pressure in the backcourt, but right now Hedgesville able to break it. Adam Walls driving in looking for Jackson Ruiz, but can't find him. A couple of blue jerseys there. Back the other way comes Robinette looking in the corner, and that one off of the hands of Jake Clark. And once again, just pass that was off target, leading to a turnover.
12 second half turnovers unofficially, 18 in the contest now for Frankfort.
Under 2 minutes to play as Frankfort working on that press in the backcourt. Right now, King able to break it. He finds Jackson Ruiz in the corner. Gave up a open 3. Right now, I think the instructions just take some time off the clock.
Yeah, there it is. Make this team work a little on the defensive end. Get some time off of that clock with the comfortable lead.
Levette with it. I don't think he feels overly comfortable handling the ball that far away from the basket, and gets bailed out with a foul. That one going to go on number 23, Bryson Daubenmeyer.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Daubenmeyer. He was doing a nice job defensively. You had Levette in a tough situation, was almost going to fall on his own, but that little bitty bump that knocked him off balance ends up being the foul first on Daubenmeyer. Looks like front end of the 1-and-1 coming.
Yeah, we are in the bonus. So far, Levette 2 for 4 on the day from the line. Make that 2 for 5 as that one too strong off the back of the iron. 90 seconds remaining here in the contest. Robinette now finds Whitaker. Left side 3. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Rebound for Jackson Ruiz. And we get a jump ball as it was good effort after the miss. Following his shot was Brady Whitaker, and we've seen that press on the inbound, and that was Whitaker starting the press even on the missed shot. Good effort for number 5.
Possession arrow going to leave it with Hedgesville. They'll inbound length of the floor to go. Some time for this Frankfort team to get back out on the practice floor, Matt, and work on some things. Don't know if they'll hit that floor tomorrow, but you imagine that they would. Monday will be a practice day as well. Next up for Frankfort next Tuesday, they'll play at Petersburg.
Walls and King break the half-court press. Now we see a little trap and some contact as Adam Walls was getting rid of that basketball. Whitaker left his feet and just couldn't control it on the way down. And that should be a couple of or at least one foul shot on the 1-and-1 as Kelly Church calling his five on the floor over real quick. And it'll be Adam Walls going to the line.
Walls, a 5'9" junior. One of those guys that was a part of the varsity roster a season ago.
One of the three.
Yeah, not a ton of playing time. And so I tell you, he and King and Cook have played a lot of this ball game, and they have done a very nice job to lead this team.
Walls looking for his first basket of the day. That foul shot hard off the glass. No good.
Almost looked like he was trying to bank that one in.
It looked like the end of the game, trying to get the basketball back as we tick closer to 1 minute left in the game. As we do hit that just before that 60-second mark, a trap just in front of midcourt. Colton McTaggart picked his dribble up. I believe they're going to get that foul on number 2, Logan Blau, and they will. His first.
Coach Church just a little late in trying to get Faircloth into the ball game.
He'll now come back to the bench as Levette gets it on the steal. A little Euro step in the lane and missed the layup short. A second opportunity missed as well, but Elijah King there to clean up the mess. He gets it up and in. He's now got 7 just in this fourth quarter alone. Back the other way, that jumper from about 8 feet in the lane for Jake Clark up and through. He's now got 7 in the contest as we have 30 seconds remaining in the game. Everything but the final score right now is Hedgesville is going to win the first game of the season, and Frankfort going to fall to 0-1. Just need the final 15 seconds to tick off before that becomes official. Almost a backcourt violation for Logan Blau. Good court awareness as he is dangerously close to that midcourt mark. We get a whistle, and I believe it was a 5-second call.
5-second violation.
Interesting call at this point of the game, Matt. 8 seconds left. Hedgesville clearly dribbling the ball out. That's an interesting call for me at least. As Coach Church going to quickly send some guys to the jump circle, called a timeout just to get some of those other guys in. Yeah. We'll keep it right here, a full timeout, but again, a busy weekend for us tomorrow. It'll be a right around probably 2:45 to 3 pregame for Morgantown and Martinsburg. That is a triple header, freshman, JV, and varsity, so it's a scheduled 3 o'clock tip. Would imagine it's probably more of a 3:15, 3:30 tip, but it's scheduled for 3 o'clock from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. It'll be the first game of the year for Martinsburg, the second for Morgantown. They're in a tight contest from what we understand with Washington, and they're in Morgantown at the moment. They will stay in the Eastern Panhandle, that being the Mohegans on Saturday, and then a 1 o'clock tip against the Musselman Applemen on Sunday. We will have that game for you as well. It's a 1 o'clock tip, varsity only. We will go on the air from Klein Court at 12:30.
I was getting an update, and I believe I just heard 68-55, but I'm not sure. So
maybe not.
Hang on. 30 seconds left in the third right now.
So that game taking a little bit longer than what ours is.
Yeah,
taking.
absolutely.
We're 8.5 away, and a whole new group of names we have not called today other than Jackson Ruiz for the final 8.5. Inbound for Frankfort. It goes to Peyton Slider, brings it into the front court. Now a 3 from the left wing. That one a no good. That shot put up by Jake Clark. An offensive rebound and a foul down low with 1.7 remaining in the game. That foul going to go on number 10, Jackson Ruiz. Going to the line for 2 will be Colton McTaggart, as it was a foul in the act of shooting. McTaggart's first foul shot off the front of the iron, no good.
LA bucket right at the end of the third for Morgantown. They now lead 70-55 over Washington going to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, not quite a tight one anymore. Second foul shot from McTaggart, no good. As the final horn sounds, Hedgesville gets the win, improving to 1-0 on the season, 44-28 over Frankfort, who drops their season opener. They will start 0-1. A 2-minute timeout to take. When we come back, we will get into some stats from this one, analysis from the game, and any scores we may have. Also setting you up once again for our busy weekend of high school boys basketball. Once again, your final from here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center. It is Hedgesville 44, Frankfort 28. We're back in 2 minutes.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
Ollie's VIP Northside is the best local spot to catch all of your favorite high school, college, and pro sports, or to hang out with friends. Ollie's has a great beer and cocktail menu, along with a food menu that will blow you away. Ollie's offers multiple TVs to watch the game of your choice from anywhere at the bar, or their outdoor patio with cornhole and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP Northside. We'll see you for the game.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
44-28. Hedgesville getting the win over Frankfort in the first game of the season for both squads. As welcome in to the post-game show. Matt Crawford, Matt Miller here with you as your broadcast team. John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman, Colin McLaughlin back at the studio. Well, Matt, this one played out, I think, about what you would expect for Hedgesville. I think Frankfort really struggled down the stretch to find any sort of consistency on the offensive end, but I think you can credit that as well to what was a very good Hedgesville defense, and especially that trap in the front court.
Yeah, absolutely. They did a nice job. A slow start, really, for both of these offenses as both defenses came out and played well in that first half. In fact, your score at the end of one was 8-4, Hedgesville out in front. Then you got into quarter number two, where Frankfort put together a 7-0 run to open that second quarter. Took a lead back at 11-8. Hedgesville tied it at 11, and that was the beginning of an 8-0 run that would put them back out in front 16-11. A bucket right before the horn sounded for Brady Whitaker, cut it to 16-13, that Hedgesville lead, but then an 11-2 run to open that second half put Hedgesville out in front 27-15, and they never looked back. They outscored Frankfort 12-6 in the third to lead 28-19, and then a 7-1 run to open quarter number four allows Hedgesville to push that lead out even more. Ultimately, the Eagles outscore Frankfort 16-9 in the final 8 minutes of play, and the Eagles go on for the 16-point victory, 44-28.
That is how this one played out. Another break to take back at the studio. When we come back, we will take a look at some game stats from this one before closing out with a look ahead to our next broadcast and a last-minute update from Morgantown, where the Washington Patriots are laboring a little bit in the second half. Again, your final from here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center, Hedgesville 44, Frankfort 28. We're back in 2 minutes.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood, or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
44-28 the final from here at Hedgesville. The Eagles getting the win at home to improve to 1-0 in the first game of the season. Frankfort falling to 0-1 in their first contest of the season as well. Time to take a look at some stats from this one, starting with Frankfort. Leading the way with 7 points apiece, Jansen Moreland. He had 6 of those in the first 3 quarters, just a free throw in that fourth. 7 points as well for Jake Clark. 6 for Brady Whitaker, 4 for Brock Robinette, and a basket apiece for Bryson Lane and for Luke Robinette. Individual numbers for Hedgesville look like this. Leading the way of all scorers with 17 was Elijah King. Joining him in double figures, Isaiah Levette with 10. He had a very strong second half. 6 of those 10 coming in the second half. Finishing out the scoring for Hedgesville, 6 points for Damon Cook, 4 points for Logan Blau, 3 points for Tay Wilmer, 3 points as well for Eli Faircloth, and just 1 point, that coming on a free throw for Jackson Ruest. Matt, some team numbers.
Team numbers look like this. Let's start with Hedgesville. They knocked down 6 three-pointers, 3 from King, 2 from Cook, and then the final 3 came from Tay Wilmer. That was 50% free throw shooting on the ball game for Hedgesville. 6 of 12, certainly an area they would like to improve on after this one. I've got them at 19 rebounds with 13 turnovers, committing 9 fouls. For Frankfort, they hit just 1 3 on the night. Jake Clark knocked it down early in that second quarter, part of that 7-0 run that helped to give Frankfort the lead again in that second quarter, but they just could not find their outside shot in this one. And they went just 3 of 7 from the foul line as well. That is 43%. They did go +3 in rebounding, 22-19, but 19 turnovers in this one for Frankfort. Certainly costly. They also committed 14 fouls.
All right, that is the wrap-up of these stats. One final break to take. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's next for both of these teams. Also, what is next for us. We kind of previewed that earlier, but we will remind you once again what our broadcast schedule looks like after this final timeout. One more time, your final in this one, 44-28 Hedgesville getting the win. They are 1-0 on the season. Frankfort 0-1 to start the season. We're back in 2 minutes.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Finding the right home can be a tough decision, but finding the right lender doesn't have to be. With 32 years of experience, the Mortgage Center knows how to find the right loan for you that requires little or no money down. The Mortgage Center's mobile-friendly website makes the application process quick and stress-free. And as always, you'll want to get pre-approved before you contact any real estate agent or builder. Whether you're purchasing or refinancing, call the Mortgage Center at 304-267-9040 or visit mortgagefinancing.com today.
Beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Cider Drive in Inwood.
Final segment in today's post-game show. It is time to take a look at what is next for both these teams and what is next for us. For Hedgesville, they will be at Berkeley Springs tomorrow. Then it'll be a home-and-home the next two games against Sharando, the 9th and the 11th. They'll be back here for the game on the 9th, then the 11th down in Stevens City taking on Sharando.
A little NBA schedule there.
Yeah, a little hockey schedule like this year as well. For Frankfort, their next game, the 9th, that'll be at Petersburg. Then the 11th, they're at home against Hampshire. And the 13th, they are at Braxton County down in Sutton. Our next broadcast, well, we're going to have quite a few over the next several days, including tomorrow, where it is the varsity game of the triple header. The Morgantown Mohegans will make the trip early tomorrow, following what looks like it's going to be a win against the Washington Patriots tonight. They'll take on the Martinsburg Bulldogs. The varsity game scheduled right now for a 3 o'clock tip, being the third game of that triple header. One might imagine it may be a little bit later, but that is the scheduled tip time at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse tomorrow. On Sunday, Morgantown just going to spend the night, and they'll take on the Musselman-Athelman at Klein Court. That game, a varsity only, and that'll be a 1 o'clock tip. We will go on for our pregame promptly at 12:30 on WRNR TV and AM 740, FM 106.5 as well. Matt, a little look into next week as well.
Well, and first of all, let's go to Morgantown, 82-60. Their lead now over Washington with a little better than 3 minutes left in that one up in Morgantown. So the Mohegans will come in 1-0 tomorrow to face Martinsburg. By the way, a reminder, that game tomorrow is TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, and the audio over our website and or our app if you have that app downloaded. On the radio side tomorrow at the exact same time will be West Virginia Mountaineer basketball as the 6th-ranked Mountaineers close out the regular season entertaining 17th-rated Oklahoma State. They'll tip at 2, and that pregame is at 1. And again, that will be on our radio airways. Once we get through this weekend, next week, Monday, James Wood at Martinsburg in boys play. Tuesday, boys play with Broadfording at Musselman. Hey, we're going to take a day off on Wednesday and then come back on Thursday. Berkeley Springs here at Hedgesville in girls play. Jim Klein and Colin McLaughlin will have the play-by-play on that one. And then next Friday, it will be Washington at Spring Mills. And then next Saturday, the 13th, Martinsburg on the road at Millbrook. And we'll have that one for you. I believe that game is around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So our pregame right around 1:30.
All right. That wraps it up from here. A big thanks to everybody here at the Gilbert B. Miller Center. Athletic Director Aaron Whitford, both head coaches for some pregame stats, interviews, and rosters. Colin McLaughlin has been back at the studio. John Alderton has been our TV10 cameraman. For Matt Miller, I'm Matt Crawford, reminding you one final time Hedgesville improves to 1-0, while Frankfort falls to 0-1 with the Eagles' 44-28 victory. We will see you tomorrow. This has been West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, 121 Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, just off exit 5 Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, 6342 Winchester Avenue, Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, 105 Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center, 115 Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP North Side at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Art McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. And D&N Auto Specialist off Tavern Road, Martinsburg.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.